Let's start up, first, before everything start, welcome to Knosfer team as a family. And we can understand before going to zero to hero QA program, we can understand a little bit more about Knosfer, right? Knosfer was created by experts in the information technology field with the intention of providing students with a grounding in the fundamentals of their chosen fields, which is equivalent to 2 or more years of professional experience. For this, really, we have researched the market for about 2.5 years and started this. We provide best training in market with real world scenarios along with real time projects to get hands on. Let's real quickly, we can understand what are the phases we have, right? Before that, what is zero to hero QA? Zero to hero means that our name itself is telling that we can cover up from basics to novice under QA. And what is the first phase? First phase, we can cover up what is the product, what is the software testing, and understanding that, what is the importance of that, and what is the quality assurance, and what is the quality control, and what is the umbrella of project complete testing, right? And going for differences between SDLC and STLC, software development lifecycle, and STLC, software testing lifecycle, how it is playing main roles here. Different types of testing like regression, unit testing, and exploratory, and alpha, beta. So these are all different types of testing, and when exactly we need to use which type of testing. And similarly, we can go for functional versus non-functional testing. Functionality means what are the requirements we are getting from the client. So we need to go for that testing, and non-functional means exactly which is not related to the client requirement, more of how stable the particular product, like load testing or security. These things and all we can cover up part of the non-functional testing. And what are the test metrics? So what is the pass or what is the fail percentage, and what is the skip percentage, how stable your product, those and all we can cover part of the test metrics. Similarly, manual versus automation. What is the manual, what is the automation, what is the required tools for manual functionality, and what is the required tools for automation functionality, and how many types of automations we have, right? What are the roles and responsibilities for the particular tester, and what is the manager level, and what is the lead level, what are exactly the roles and responsibilities they are taking care of, and what is the career growth and career graph of that one. We can discuss all these points, right? Coming to the phase two, mainly we can check what is the manual testing. This is the main criteria, right? So let's say this is a fundamental thing. So before going for automation, this is mandatory, whether the product exactly is working fine or not. If the product is working fine, then we can automate all the steps what functional engineer is doing. Now, here we can cover up mostly what is the software development lifecycle versus software testing lifecycle models, different types of models, waterfall model, V model, agile model, iterative model. What is the advantages and disadvantages, and how we have evolved with the different types of models. These and all we can discuss, and different types of testing levels. So we can understand what are the levels and design techniques. How to design effectively with the low cost, with high performance. How to design our unit core. What are the scenarios we can build up, and test plan and test strategy, these are the hard for that one. Any of the product, before you're going for the testing, definitely we need a test strategy. What is the strategy you are taking up with low cost, and with maintenance and high stability? So these are all considering as a parameters, and we are going for test strategy and test planning. So how to test, with how many resources, with how many days, and how effectively you are going to cover up all the scenarios, all the critical cases we can cover up here. Test case templates. So this is mandatory, right? So end of the day, which is pass, which is fail, which is skip, right? So what are all really we are covering? So based on these scenarios, we can understand that a little more any higher scenarios we need to involve, or else these scenarios are absolutely perfect. We can understand by using this template exactly. And this same template we can use part of the reporting also. And types of test metrics we can discuss again. Already we discussed, right? Like what is the pass percentage, so fail percentage, the overall stability of the product we can understand by using this test matrix. So this can be useful whether we need to continue our testing, or it is ready for the deployment, or it is ready for the staging environment. So this and all we can take it up. And test defect life cycle. What is the test defect life cycle? So any defect if you are rising, so it need to be again fixed somehow, right? So what are all stages, before resolving it is going to the picture, those and all we can cover part of the TDLC. And different tools for manual testing also, we need different tools like project management tools, like, uh, burn down charts, how the scope we can, provide these and all by using the Jira tool. Similarly, we can use Excel tool, and similarly Bugzilla. There are multiple tools are there. Those and all again we can cover up. And once everything your testing is completed, effectively you need to report, right? So any bugs are there, how to report that one, right? How to resolve those things, and how effectively report to the client. Okay, this is the status of our project right now. So based on that, again, POCs can take it up next, how to take it next level, or else, currently how to we can wind it up, these bugs and all, we can check based on that reporting, how effectively we are doing. Feasibility techniques. So any issues and all, we can, by using these feasibility techniques also, we can understand. These and all also we can discuss. And similarly, we have testing models. What are the different models? Waterfall model, iterative model, right? Similarly, agile methodologies. Further taken, what is the Scrum board? What is the agile methodology? What is the Scrum? What is the Kanban boards? How it is useful for team members to get their work done. These and all we can discuss. And similarly, agile methodology, ISO and CMMA. These are the methodologies again. Definitely we need to follow ISO standards, international organization for standards. Similarly, CMMA levels. So how it is useful for the company to standardize. So what are the process they are following? So what are the protocols they are providing? What are the policies we have? So these and all we can discuss in order to make sure our testing stability we can understand by using these levels and all, right? Similarly, what is the test bed or environments? How many environments before you are going to deliver the right product to the clients? How many environments we need to go for? What is the dev environment? Then you can go for Q environment, then staging, then go for the pre-production, then go for the production. So multiple environments again. So client to client, project to project, this will be again differ. We can discuss. And what is the project life cycle it is encountering? So what is the life cycle also we can discuss more details. And postman calls. So these are important for API calls. Let's say, for example, any web service you want to test. There are things like, REST can be involved, SOAP can be involved, RPC protocols can be involved. So these and all how we need to test by using the REST. One of the client I told. So similarly, multiple tools also we have, right? REST client is there, Postman is there. So similarly, we can discuss all those things. And next, coming to phase 3, which is really crucial, automation testing. So which can be again helpful to go a lot of the steps, like functional testers efforts will be reduced by using this automation, right? So end of the day, how automation will be effective? What is the introduction of that automation, and different types of automation tools, and what type of frameworks we have available currently in market? Different types of like a KDD, keyword driven, data driven, right? Test data driven, multiple frameworks are available, which is useful and which scenario this can be, we can discuss. And these and all again different tools based on the approach you are taking, right? Keyword driven means again you can go for robot framework something. Test data driven means Selenium you can take it up, and similarly Playwright also you can take it up. So there are multiple things. How to select the tools also we can cover up slowly, and what are the different types of languages it is supporting. So any framework if you are taking, let's say for example if you are good at Java, then you can go for Java Selenium. Similarly Python, if you are good, Python Java, Python Selenium you can go with, and Python Robo framework you can go with for keyword driven if you are taking. Similarly Playwright you can take it up. So there are how to select and different types of languages also there. We can discuss again. So currently we can go with Java SE with the Selenium driver we can go, right? Then Java SE contains again multiple things like what is the OOPS concept, what is the exception handling you are going to do, and let's say for example multiple threads are there. So how effectively multi-threading concepts can be involved here, and what is the interface, what is the class, what is the object, these kind of things, everything you can understand here. So that will be helpful for accelerate your Selenium automation. Similarly, TestNG. TestNG is a framework which is useful again integration. This framework itself is giving multiple artifacts you can again integrate and test. That will be again ease your testing. And similarly, Maven is a build tool. Once you have done all your development, it should be packaged right effectively so that it can be deployed anywhere. So that's what Maven can be used. Similarly, continuous integration also we can discuss Jenkins as part of that, and MySQL DB, which is an actual data, and what is an expected data? Expected data you can take it up as part of the JSON or text any files. And this data you need to against SQL DB, or else you can take one more JSON file, any of the actual data, so you can take it up and you can verify. These and all we can cover up here. And what is the cross-browser testing? Cross-browser says any client want his product should be across multiple browsers. It should be verified because based on the clients they have. So we need to come up with the cross-browser testing also. Similarly, go for environment setup. This is important, right? So let's say, for example, client front, he don't need again all the setups, Java, everything, even though you are working with Java development, right? So he need only Java runtime environment. That's it. Nothing more than that he need. But development environment, we need to set it. So let's say for Python, you need to go for npm and you need to get all the artifacts. Let's say, for example, Java, you need to get official version of Java from the Java website. So these and all we can discuss how to set up this environment based on the frameworks and all we can discuss slowly here. And naming conventions are really proper. We need to go for that. Based on that only, even though how much percentage of code you are writing, so that will be decided. The factor of performance, everything can be taken up based on the right naming conventions and all. And similarly, you can go with JDK, JVM, JR. These are very important points in Java when you are considering what are the differences between JDK. Let's say, for example, development environment level, you need JDK and JVM, but JRE, it is fine absolutely for any of the client environment. We can discuss more depth here. And let's move on again. What are the different data types you are using? Even Python or Java, whatever it may be, we can cover up fundamentals, this one. And OOPS concept. OOPS means again object oriented programming. Mainly this is a hard for Java. What is that? Like inheritance, polymorphism, dynamic binding, static binding, right? And encapsulation. So these and all we can cover up much part of this one. So how it is helpful for your project structuring. This is the main important. Exception handling. We can handle different types of exceptions, right? 404, 500, 300. There are different types of status codes. There everything we can, how to handle these and all we can discuss part of the exception handling. And we can use multiple locators and all, right? XPath and CSS, this and all we can discuss, and the different action classes, how to go for JavaScript related elements and pop-ups, how to handle these and all we can discuss part of the Selenium more of. And automate any APIs. REST assured you can use as a inbuilt jar, and how to create Excel utilities while working with expected as well as actual results. Similarly, you can provide your tested data as part of the JSON also. For that, what type of utilities are there, how to connect those and all, and how to retrieve the data, and how to verify against the actual data. These and all we can cover a part of the REST APIs, and what type of methods are there. Get, post, put, delete, these and all methods we can discuss. Similarly, what type of response codes are there? 100 to 200, this is a okay. 200 to 300, we can say any response code if you are getting, that is again good. Whatever the request is good. Similarly, 300 to 400, that is server redirected. Similarly, 400 resource not found. 500 internal server errors. Right, these and all step to step how to there also again out of 100 to 200 or whatever the 100 items you are saying, right, different type of status codes. Out of that, what really matters, mostly what type of errors you are getting, we can discuss more details. Similarly, DB CRUD operations, and DB CRUD operations means create, read, update, delete operations on the basic queries, which is useful for your automation. We can discuss here. And similarly, go for Python and Robo. Python and Robo is really keyword data driven level. This is also we can cover up as part of our training. Similarly, Playwright and TypeScript also we can cover up. So this is also test data driven, and Python and Robot is a keyword driven. Similarly, reports integrations. Once you are done your automation, let's see again extend reports or HTML reports or XML reports, how we need to showcase. This is what again high level we are going to discuss part of our automation. This is complete criteria. Thank you so much everyone. We can meet again part of our class. Thank you so much. See you. Take care. Bye bye.